So the cool thing about page 3 of day 5 is this is very much a practice page, not day, but very much a practice page, especially page 1 of this day, day 5. This is what I would encourage you to go back and look at. I would go back and look at page 1 of day 5 because pretty much all of the problems on this page involve perimeter. So almost all the problems on this page involve perimeter. So you can see we're going to be finding the perimeter of certain triangles, ABC in this case. So you're going to be finding this whole, the perimeter of this whole triangle. When they give you, the good thing is they give you the perimeter of one of the triangles already that you have. So 5, 12, and 13, that would be perimeter 30 units. So then you would, of course, be setting up a proportion to find the perimeter of the whole. Number 2, and again, you guys are going to be doing all these, but I'm kind of helping you get set up here. They give us, I know these aren't actually parts of the triangle. These are vertical lines they've drawn outside of the triangle because these are our altitudes. And so we know altitudes will be proportional because all the triangles they give us here are similar. So, of course, line those up. And then, once again, you're finding the perimeter. So you would add up and say, okay, the perimeter of this little guy here, this triangle, 6 plus 13 plus 8.7 would be 27.7. So then, of course, we need to find the perimeter of this triangle. Bless me. Bless me, man. The math Holy Spirit up in here. We got to find the perimeter of this triangle. And then finally, triangles once again are similar. Find the perimeter of both triangles. This is a throwback to yesterday a little bit, where they give us parallel lines. So we got parallel lines here, and you guys know that we also have, looks like we want to find the perimeter of both triangles. It's going to be pretty easy to find the perimeter of this triangle because you know really all three sides once you add that up. But then you're going to need to find the perimeter of this triangle, and that's going to be a little bit tougher. You're going to have to use this side and the perimeter of this triangle and the unknown perimeter of this triangle to find that. So go ahead, guys. I want you to work on 1 through 3. We're going to do this whole page here. So give it your best shot. Go ahead and pause the video. Give it your best shot on these 3. All right. So you can see I lined up the perimeter we do know with the perimeter we don't of the whole. I lined up the side we do know with the other side we know. So cross multiply, you get 54 units for a really big triangle, its perimeter. Number 2, they give us the altitudes, which we know are going to be proportional because these triangles are similar. So I lined up the altitudes, big one over the little one, equals the big perimeter we don't know over the littler perimeter we do know. Cross multiply, divide, you end up with a decimal, that's okay. 55.4 units for the perimeter. And then the last one, this one is definitely the most difficult, the one with the most, I would say, work. So we need to figure out the perimeter of both triangles. The good news is we know this whole side is going to be 20. So 20 plus 44 plus 36, that actually adds up to be, perimeter is 100 for big triangle. So we were able to find that just by adding up our 3 sides. Now to find this other triangle, the littler perimeter, of course, we're going to line up 100 over the perimeter we don't know, big over little, equals, we know this whole side is going to be 20 over, well, what's the little piece of this whole side that's a part of this triangle? That'd be 9. Cross multiply, you get 900 equals 20p, divide by 20, and we find out that the perimeter of our little triangle is going to be 45 units. Once again, great boxing here. Absolutely botched that. Okay, so let's flip over, guys, and let's finish off this short video. So this really is going to be on page 4, throwback to yesterday. Because we see we've got some parallel lines here. And we know that, that the pieces of a side of a triangle are going to be proportional if these lines are parallel. So we sometimes like to draw little triangles like this kind of to show that we got maybe parallel lines. We're told XY is 4, YA is 2, XW is 5, and BW is 2.5. And some of you guys can kind of already tell what's about to happen. So if this is going to be, is YW parallel to AB? It's based off proportion. So we line up our proportions. We've got 4 over 2 equals 5 over 2.5. And guess what both these fractions reduce down to? Or you could cross multiply either way. I'm gonna reduce the fractions because this is a pretty easy one to reduce. 4 over 2 is 2. 5 over 2.5 is 2. So we would say this is true. Yes, YW is parallel to AB. All right, I'm going to let you guys try number 2. And we will be done after we get some practice multiple choice for you guys to work on. So try number 2 for me. Go ahead and pause and try. You can see on this one that after I lined up our proportions, I actually cross multiplied because these fractions weren't not quite as easy. I mean, they're still pretty easy to reduce, but not quite as easy as up here. So I just went ahead and cross multiplied and got 288 equals 144, which is false. So YW is not parallel to AB. YW not parallel to AB. And so our HW is going to be practice multiple choice. We've got 4 great problems here for you guys to work on because our test is going to be next week. So we got to be getting ready for that. It's going to be actually Tuesday of next week, if you're wanting to know. Tuesday, you actually have kind of going to be interesting. Test is going to be from Tuesday through Thursday. So you'll have a 3-day window to take your test next week. Going to be pretty nice. Try and get it knocked out early would be my recommendation. But that'll be it, guys. Thank you. If you have any questions, you know how to get in contact with me. Go Jumpers.